This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And yes, hockey, it will come back. I mean, it's right. I hear they're going to play a game sometime.
Not tomorrow, though.
Yeah. All right.
Soon.
Well, all right. Well, get geared up. Get the KISW hockey merchandise. I mean, hockey with a rock flair, well, it's pretty awesome. Our T-shirts, man, you got to love those babies. And beanie hats as well.
Yeah, if you love KSW and tentacles, we've got the shirt for you.
What else do you need? I mean, really, I thought those... Yeah. Just go to the rock shop. Do it now. KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for Beat Migs. And it's Wednesday, so someone's getting a whacking.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Woo!
Whack it.
And in Deuces 2022,
Yeah, we're not. I don't think we like this.
I'm going to keep making it happen. Steve has been getting whacked, proverbially, in the early morning Beat Migs games.
Yes.
You haven't gotten yourself a win early.
Whack it.
And I don't know if it's going to happen today because we've got Sam and Squim, and it's a very special day for Sam, isn't it?
Yes, birthday.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Is it a big one, like the Dirty 30 or the Fun 40? I don't know.
I told my girlfriend I should get a Colt 45 pistol since it's my 45th.
The 45th.
The 45.
All right, the Colt 45. All right.
Well, happy birthday, Sam. Good luck. And Steve, get out of here.
All right, goodbye.
For those playing at home, Sam will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Sam, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ready.
What type of building or facility gets its name from the Greek meaning to exercise naked?
Gymnasium.
Yes. What is the capital of Texas?
Austin.
Yes. What year of the late 2000s did the first iPod Touch come out?
7, 8, 9.
7, yes. In Disney's Peter Pan, what animal is Captain Hook constantly stalked by?
Crocodile.
Yes. How many years does a silver anniversary celebrate?
50.
No.
20.
No.
25.
Yes. What color pill does Neo take to free him from the Matrix?
Blue pill.
No.
Red pill.
Yes. What sauce is used in traditional Eggs Benedict?
Hollandaise.
Yes. Who starred in The Hangover and Silver Linings Playbook?
Ooh, Bradley Cooper.
Yes. What relation to you is your uncle's father?
My dad.
No.
My grandfather.
Yes.
There you go.
And Sam gets 9 correct.
That is a tricky question, but Sam wasn't going to be fooled by your trickness.
He was not.
No.
Had a really good birthday score there. Well, a really good score no matter what, even if
I
it
guess
wasn't his
that'd be
birthday.
my father if I was in Arkansas, right?
All right,
Wow.
then.
Boy, there's a lot of shots. I'm telling you, a lot of shots on his Colt 45th birthday.
I love it. Steve.
What I miss?
A joke.
Okay.
I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh.
Are you ready? Oh, yes. What type of building or facility gets its name from the Greek meaning to exercise naked?
Gym.
No.
Gymnasium.
Yes. What is the capital of Texas?
Austin.
Yes.
Nice.
What year of the late 2000s did the first iPod Touch come out?
2009.
No.
2008.
No.
2010.
No. In Disney's Peter Pan, what animal is Captain Hook?
2007.
Yep. In Disney's Peter Pan, what animal is Captain Hook constantly stalked by?
A crocodile.
Yes. How many years does a silver anniversary celebrate?
50.
No.
25.
Yes. What color pill does Neo take to free him from the Matrix?
The blue pill.
No.
The red pill.
Yes.
Wow.
What sauce is used in traditional Eggs Benedict?
Hollandaise.
Yes. Who starred in The Hangover and Silver Linings Playbook?
Bradley Cooper.
Yes. What relation to you is your uncle's father?
Like grandfather.
Yes. The 1977 movie Annie Hall was directed by whom?
I don't know. Roddenberry.
No.
Spielberg.
No.
Hitchcock.
No. And
Wow.
Steve. 0 for 3 in the mornings. You lose 9 to 8.
Come on, I got 8.
You got 8. Sam got 9.
Nice
Happy
work,
birthday,
Sammy.
Sam.
Nice work, brother.
Rock on.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. And you know what?
Stupid iPod question. Or whatever it was, man. Why did I say 2010s when you said the 2000s?
I don't know.
I'd like to get Sam a baseball jersey, like the Houston Colt 45s. They weren't around a long time, but they were a cool looking jersey, man. I'd like to get that for your
I'll go get
45th.
them.
Yeah, get it for him
I'd
then.
like
Send it
to.
on over.
Yeah, that's gonna cost. It's probably gonna cost me a pretty penny. So instead, just happy birthday, Sam. I'll give you that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'll give you there. And of course,
Whack it.
Steve. Congratulations. I'm very excited to play this for you right over here.
Oh, look at that.
Well, you know, they're big. Watch that big special on Apple something or whatever.
Oh, Get Back or Get Out or whatever it was.
Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah, it was on Disney Plus. You said that before. Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I don't know why I want to. Why do I want to short seat Disney Plus on this? But I do. Yeah. So congratulations.
Yeah, Sam didn't even get to the last question, which is the 1977 movie Annie Hall was directed by whom?
Does anybody besides me know? Oh yeah, Woody Allen.
Yep. It was a Woody Allen movie.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know
I like
you're
to
old when you
forget
know
that.
that.
Yeah.
You also know a true Matrix fan, Rev. I have to say, I just realized a true Matrix fan will always know that answer to the Neo question. In other words, like a Matrix fan, like a fanatic, a crazy person.
Yeah.
And I guess everyone has that about a movie where they go, "Oh, how did you not know that?" And they're like, "I don't know. I watched the movie, but I don't know everything."
I know. I heard your disdain when Steve picked blue first, but I was like, well, it's not that hard of a question, though, because there's two colors.
50-50.
As long as you, know of the Matrix, you're going to get it, so.
Yeah.
Or
but,
of memes or the internet.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But the only pill that means anything, really, I mean, is the red pill is the star of the show.
Absolutely, 100%. Sorry for your loss, Steve.
Yeah, man, I feel so. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I'm really liking it.
I'm starting to feel like the Kraken at this time because it's like I keep getting close to winning.
Yeah, you do.
But then I let in that soft goal. And it
Yeah,
just
you're in every
screws
game.
things up. Yeah.
You really are in every game. But then, the soft goal, the defense breakdown. I mean, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I got to
Blame
wait
the
till next year.
goaltending.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's
Yeah.
what we're going to do. Got a new survey, and turns out that, how about this? The average American's weekly diet features 5 home-cooked meals. It's
Okay.
not bad. Because you know what? Mine does not consist of that at all, unless my wife is in town.
You have 7 microwave meals.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Though I've been very fortunate that, Kathy did freeze a lot of stuff before she left.
Nice.
So I have been having, leftover home-cooked meals.
That's fair.
But, 3 takeout meals. I don't do a lot of takeout. That's one thing I don't do a lot of as far as when I'm home.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
not when I'm
missing
home.
out, man.
Totally.
That's like the day of the week that I get so excited for takeout.
Takeout as opposed to dine-in?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
to,
well,
I like to just be at home and just hang out with
Yeah.
the dog and You know, I know the places that we like, and it's just like they're not very far from our house, so it's not like as if I'm like making this long trek. I think the longest I have to go is like 10 minutes to go to get the Chinese food at Rose Garden. Other than that, it's like a 5 to 10 minute drive, so it's not a big deal.
Pre-pandemic, we never did takeout unless it was like pizza, and it was more of just like for like a game or something.
Mm-hmm.
But and then after the pandemic, I think we do it maybe once or twice a month. But then it's mostly just going to restaurants.
We're definitely once a week. Although now sometimes because of Tatum, things get a little too crazy. So like, you're like, do you really want to cook a meal? Or should we just go grab some? Like last night, we swung by Mod Pizza and got some pipa.
Yeah,
Tatum will call it.
Good
Nice.
call.
Oh yeah.
I don't see any no-name cakes though. Just wondered.
Oh, well, you know, you have COVID, and I hear it's not really good for you to have
you don't have
no-name
you don't
cakes
have
when you
the
have COVID.
taste.
When you're not here.
Food,
Like,
tasty food's not good when you have COVID? Is that what you're saying? Really?
Well, how are you going to eat it?
Treats?
Through my computer screen?
Yeah.
No, I have a son who could leave the bag at the door of my house. It is very easy to do. People drop stuff off for COVID people all the time.
Your son works really hard. I'm not going to make him... Stop, Rev. Turn your mic off again.
Yeah.
Your son is here,
okay. No, that's
and
all right.
I don't want to make him have to drive all the way there and
I know
risk...
it's really
Wow.
far.
Yeah.
That's great. No, I appreciate it.
To be honest, though, I legit was thinking of you because I had like they give you like rewards on the Mod app, and we go there like it's almost like once a week we get food there. So like we build up these points, and it said, "Oh, you're eligible for a reward," and it's a no-name cake.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's really great. So you're being reminded also the wonderful tower of no names right where you pay for the stuff and pick the stuff up pretty much. But that's okay.
It's behind a like kind of like a clear thing now because of COVID.
Oh, is that what it is?
So I can't just grab it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, you're right. It's really tough to ask for one. I get it. You're right. It's awkward to ask for something.
See, a holiday surprise, a free no-name cake. I have to redeem it by January 31st.
Yeah, that's really great. Thanks. Redeem it by January 31st for your friend.
Well, I thought if I got it, I was going to give it to you if I didn't eat it first.
Yeah.
So, see, I thought of you.
Yeah.
I like how that's Steve's standard for anything is, y'all bring some in if I don't eat it before I get here. And he has a 45-minute drive, so it's we never get any of it. I'm still salty about that saltwater taffy peanut butter.
Oh, man, I ate a hell of those. A lot of those.
Yeah, he's not the guy to count on unless you tell him buy double or triple whatever we want. That way, at least we'll get something when it gets here. Because, it's not going to survive. Not at all. Well, it turns out, takeout meals, people, of course, do 3 a week, 3 meals at restaurants. Where they go out to the restaurant. That's what I like to do. I like to go out to the restaurant. And then 3 leftover
Wait, so in the course of a week, they're going takeout 3 times at a restaurant?
I do take out
meals.
I do take out lunch.
Well, you got 3 meals a day, Steve.
True.
Yeah, I'll pick up teriyaki on the way home for the wife and I. So it's one of things where that's the takeout where we get.
Yeah.
So six meals a week that you're spending a good chunk of change. Who am I to care about what you guys do with your money?
Oh, dude, that's what people do. I mean,
where you're just like, I give up on this
Why
argument.
do I care what you guys are doing with your money? If
We're
you guys
living
want
the
to eat, good for you.
Yeah,
good for you.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that really just, for me, I'm that person. I value not having to cook. I will pay extra to not have to cook. That's just me, so, and of course, in this survey, they had to ask people, what foods made the best leftovers?
Oh, that's a great. I'm leaning towards Chinese food, but it's rare that there's leftovers because I eat it all.
Yeah, that's the same.
Dude, you're
General
absolutely
Tso's
right.
chicken is the best.
Oh man, it is. The only thing on this list that comes close to that is rice. But yeah, man, I'm with you because we got Chinese food over the holidays and we didn't eat it all, which I was so happy about because there was more honey walnut shrimp. I remember that. Kathy was leaving and she was so disappointed. She's like, I can't believe you get to have that.
Dude, I was pretty stoked because ordered it online. I was able to do the math in time on Christmas Day. It was a Christmas miracle. Not only did I get Chinese food, but I was able to figure it out so that with tip, I left what was my tip? $23.02 on a $42 meal. Which I thought was a very nice tip on Christmas. And I always try and tip $20 or more on Christmas
That's a
for
nice
anything.
tip.
Coffee. Because it's Christmas and it sucks that someone has to work on that day. But I did it because the math equaled out to $69.69 after everything was said.
Nice. You were able to do that math.
Well, I had a calculator app.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So, boy, everybody was a winner that day.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
69. I wonder if they're like, oh, that's so wonderful. Then they look and they go, this guy.
Also, I wonder, they're like, why did this guy leave a $23.02 tip?
Yeah.
And then they look down, they're like, oh, wait, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know. I mean, as soon as you see the 6969, unless you are oblivious to what 6969 means.
Which they could be.
Yeah, it's a strong
even
possibility.
possible now?
It did feel weird though when I went in there because I think it was like one of the people that worked there, like their teenage son that was working with them, and he was working the register, and I was just like, oh,
he knew.
Yeah, ask your mother.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
Boy, he knew.
Yeah, I know, but you really don't want. You're like, oh, this is for adults. Don't look at this kid.
You know what? Also, I like is leftover is spaghetti.
Yes.
Really? I don't know what it is, but I feel like
it's on the list.
It tastes better the next day.
Really?
Pasta's on the list, my friend.
There's no sauce anymore. It's just all the, I don't know. I've always been weirded out about it.
There's no sauce. The sauce is already on the spaghetti. It's a leftover.
But it's like, I don't know. It's different. It
marinates on it. It tastes so much better.
Embedded into it.
Yeah, it's embedded. I like it having a little bit of separation on there with that. So when I'm having it, I like it fresh.
So throw a little butter in there, Rev, or a little butter, or if you like to throw a little cream in there to make it a pink sauce. But you can bring it back.
The only pasta that's not good the next day is anything in like a white sauce, like a fettuccine Alfredo, because the oil always separates. It's always just too greasy.
Well, then you just stir it up. Bring that back. Yeah,
stir it up.
Bring it back.
Danny, stop making those motions.
Sorry.
Yeah, you don't bring it back. A little butter cures everything, man.
But here's the thing: when I'm eating my leftovers, it comes in the little styrofoam or cardboard container. I just want to put it in the microwave and eat it like a slob. I don't want to sit there on the stove cooking it up.
But you can do that. You throw it in a dish, and then just in the dish, throw the butter in the dish, and then throw it in the microwave. You're talking to a microwave chef over here. What do you need to know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No.
What do you need to know?
Honestly,
I'll help you,
that
Vicky.
seems like more steps than you would actually do. So I'm very
not
surprised.
at all. Not if I want it to be tasty, man. What's it? You take a chunk of butter and throw it on the top. How difficult is that?
And stirring it? Oh my god!
Well, you stir it when it's done.
Someone texted in lasagna. You're absolutely right. Lasagna is better the next day as well.
Absolutely.
Lasagna's good, which is why I recommend you try that Beecher's cheese curd lasagna because you can take it home, try it again. I recommend it because I have not yet tried it because it was shut down for Christmas dinner. That was a big problem. My wife and I had a fight at Bellevue Square. I stormed away.
Holidays.
Of course, I was so pissed. I've done all my therapeutic work, so I didn't say bad words to her. I just walked away because that's what I was told to do by my therapist many years ago. But I was ready to buy it, and she goes, "What's the point?" And I'm like, "What's the point of buying something that I've been wanting to have for the longest time?" And I paid my own money for this. I'm not even asking anybody to do any work. And here I am. We were literally in line, and I looked at the girl, and my wife said, "What's the point?" And I looked at the girl, and I said, "Never mind. I guess we're going to skip this." And I walked away, and I was like, you know what? Find your own way home. Oh,
this all happened on Christmas?
This happened the day before Christmas as we're getting ready for Christmas dinner and all that. I was so pissed. I'm still pissed now. So I still don't know.
You're still pissed.
I don't know what Beecher's lasagna tastes like. I still don't know.
A texter texted us earlier, and I think you answered the question. They wanted to know, why doesn't BJ's wife live with him? I think you now know why.
Yeah, because of lasagna. Okay, that's why. Okay, that's it.
What about pizza? Do you guys like
the best?
Number 2 on the list. Not the most popular leftover, though. But it is number 2.
I figured it would be number 1.
Do you guys eat it cold, microwave it, or do you do it the right way and put it back in the oven and reheat it that way?
We got a toaster oven, so I'll definitely do that.
That's a good call.
Rev's right. The toaster oven has definitely made it easier for me because I
microwave it.
I have a friend that completely changed the game on it, though. And it's, but it was, they French toast it. So they dip it in the egg batter.
What?
And then cook it up. And,
what, pizza?
Yes.
Pizza?
Yeah. So they French toast their leftover pizza.
I'm willing to try it, but I don't know what would even make someone think of doing that.
I have no idea. But
is it good?
I haven't tried it. It looks great, but it's a lot of work for me.
It sounds healthy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about the health ramifications.
Protein there, right there.
Yeah, I do want to be healthy. Yeah, no, number 1 was actually soups and stews.
Okay.
Oh, that's because of the season.
Which I've been doing.
If you asked that in July, I bet you it's a different answer.
Look at Mr. Pizza over there, so pissed off that he's number 2.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you're not going to eat soup or stew in the middle of July.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to upset some of you with this, but...
Yeah, you are.
Soup is like an appetizer.
It is.
And I'm not on board with it being a meal.
Soup can't be solo.
Chowder can.
Chowder!
Even that I want it I'll take a bowl, don't get me wrong, because I'm a fatty, but I'll
you
eat
want lobster after.
But I do want a meal after that.
I get you.
Wow. If you have a good stew, you just get a second helping. I see what you're saying, Steve. Usually 1 bowl's not enough for me, so you get 2.
Then I gotta get, I load up on the bread. I don't know, man.
You need a lot of bread when it comes to soup.
What about the crackers? Don't forget tasty crackers.
They're great. I don't hate soup. It's not like I'm against soup. I just don't really ever go anywhere and say, I'm going to get the soup as my main meal.
You just want more. I get you.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I feel like any soup I really get that isn't an appetizer, it's usually a Mexican-style soup, and they usually serve it with tortillas, and I feel really, really full after eating that, so I always I consider it a meal because I'm always really full afterwards. But I don't really eat too many soups with bread.
And soup in a bread bowl is probably the pinnacle of soup.
That's pretty damn awesome.
And Vicky's right.
That's why I don't like pho. Everyone's like, oh, let's go get some pho. I'm like, why? I gotta get something later anyway. I'm just like, that's
why?
You're absolutely right. I don't know why. Pho is tasty, but you're right, Steve. I don't consider that a meal, yet I consider soup a meal, and pho is basically soup. So you're right. I don't know why my brain goes, pho is not a meal, I want more. And yet soup, that's great, I'll take that as a meal.
There have been times I met up with a buddy, we're going to go get some pho, it's the greatest pho ever. And I'm like, okay, fine, we go there. And I'm like, that was really good. And then as I'm leaving, I swing by a fast food place to get something to fill me up.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, there you go. Sorry, Denny, but soup is the number one leftover. Pizza,
whatever.
Knocked off the top of the list. Hope you can.
Well, Danny's like the pizza aficionado. How do you do your leftover pizza?
Microwave. Microwave or cold? Yeah, honestly, because it's usually I'm pretty hungover the next morning. And I'm like, I'm just going to eat the cold pizza by itself. I don't want to do anything and make effort and to sit there and wait for the oven to preheat.
No, I know it's an extra effort, and that kind of is annoying, but it's worth it to me to get that extra crisp again.
I get you.
Yeah, you know what? Pizza. I don't care how it's given to me.
Yeah,
it really. Yes to all of that. Yes to however you want to prepare it. Cold, microwave, or oven. Yes.
So I thought they said, Vicky, what's your thoughts on a good popsicle? But it's pozole. I read it too fast.
Oh, pozole it's so good. It's a corn hominy soup.
I don't know. I still want to know what Vicky thinks of a good popsicle. What's your favorite go-to? Is
I like strawberry. The strawberry fruit ones that they came out with, with the real chunks of fruit in it.
Those are good.
I don't know about those. I know what you're talking. I don't know if I can go for that.
I love those. It makes you feel like you're eating something healthy.
Right? That's the problem.
It's too healthy for
that's the problem. There. Yeah, I'm having a treat. You're going to sneak a fruit in there in my treat? Get out of here with that. Hey, if you're in your 40s, there is something that you can do that's going to help you with your mental state. Oh yeah. Now, for many of you, you probably haven't done this since your teen years, unless of course you're Danny. What is it? Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. At 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Now, there's a couple people on the show, myself included, though I don't know if I'm really at midlife anymore. Really depends on what you consider the life expectancy. To me, I always took it literally. It's like your midlife is if you think you're going to live to 90, then 45 is a midlife, isn't it?
Well, they say, doctors say maybe with technology we get hit 200, so you might be at your midlife.
200?
No, I'm kidding.
Don't listen to Steve. Please, whenever he talks about science, please just disregard.
You're not wrong. I don't know why I totally bought into that.
It's a joke. He's always joking when it's about science. I'm the science
just
guy.
Science. Everything else I'm very serious
Everything
about.
Else, yeah.
BJ, the science guy.
So
BJ. They kind of like Bill Nye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so chanting BJ is a little weird, though.
No, you continue to do that. You go right ahead. A study was done, and they said, look, man, if you're having a midlife crisis, there's one thing you should start doing, and it'll help, which is really bizarre because there's no way I would ever do this.
Oh.
They say if you're having a midlife crisis, you should start skateboarding.
Boom. I've been telling guys for years.
Look at you, man. All those times in Bremerton. That's why you're doing well.
Yep. You know it.
Yeah. They're saying that for Gen Xers in their 40s and 50s, and now I can understand why, because I really feel like it is the Gen X generation that really just brought skateboarding back and really made it happen.
Oh, yeah. Growing up, high school, that was what we all did. We skateboarded to junior high or to elementary school even. Like, you were on your skateboard. That was your mode of transportation. And also, that was the reason we all gathered and hung out. Like, just poorly attempt skateboarding tricks.
Or the people that didn't even, they just had a skateboard, but they just stood next to it. That
walked
me.
around and held it.
Yeah, that was me in middle school. I didn't really know how to skateboard that well, so I would just take it to the skateboard and be like, "Hey, ladies, check out my skateboard."
I'm a boarder.
Yeah,
you're a poser.
I know, like my generation, I think just got tired of it. But I remember in the late 50s, early 60s, it was popular. As a matter of fact, you guys remember they used to call it sidewalk surfing?
Nope.
No, not at all.
That's what they used to call skateboarding, was sidewalk surfing way back in the day. And because it makes sense, right? You're like, it's kind of like you're on a surfboard, but you're doing it on land.
Or nowadays, it'd be like sidewalk snowboarding.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a similar mentality, too.
You could definitely call it that, yeah.
I noticed like a lot of older people that are like, late 30s, 40s, and so on. It almost feels like when they get back into skateboarding, they make the transition to longboarding.
Oh, for sure.
A lot of like older people, not older, you know what I mean, but like not teens and people in their 20s. Like it seems like that's like the next step. It's like maybe that's like the more mature version of skateboarding.
Well, you know what it is because you don't have to do tricks anymore. So like when you're a kid, you want to like drop into ramps and stuff like that. But as you get older, you have the balance, but then you just want to cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While drinking your ocean spray or whatever it was that one guy was drinking.
Yeah, the cranberry.
Exactly.
Well, of course, when they go to behavioral science, midlife crisis, there's a lot of folks that, that a lot of that is depression, maybe some substance abuse. And so they're saying, look, if you're trying to get over all that and you're a Gen Xer in your 40s or 50s, here's how you boost your mood. Just get on there and do some skateboarding.
I joke about this, but I hate that it's called midlife crisis because that makes it sound like something bad's going on. Like to me, it should be called, whenever you hear about someone having a midlife crisis, like they bought a cool car or they got some new clothes or they're skateboarding or they're doing whatever, playing music.
Change their job up.
Right.
Anything.
To me, it should be called like midlife fun times because you're trying to do fun stuff while you're getting older so that you don't like just, like I look at like when I was a kid, when someone was in their 40s, that almost felt like that was like the final step before death. Like everybody was just like sad at their job and miserable at home. Maybe I'm basing it on my family members, but that was kind of what it was like. And I don't know, man, like in your 40s and you're doing fun stuff. Why is it a crisis?
Well, see, this is the thing though. I mean, have you got to that point where you felt like you're depressed and feeling like your life is not as cool as it used to be, or are you still having a good time?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the day you ask me, but right now I'm having a great time.
Yeah, see, I feel like people
I'm doing fun stuff, playing music, hockey. These are all midlife crisis things. I'll be first to admit to it, but wrestling as well. But to me, that's what keeps us young and keeps us happy.
I feel like you nipped it in the bud. I feel like you were doing what they tell you to do before you got the symptoms of having to do what they tell you to do. I feel like that's how you've always lived your life. You've just said, you know what, this is fun, I'm going to do it. I don't care what anybody thinks. And because you've been doing that, you never had to go through like an extended midlife crisis and then go find something that brought you joy because they feel like you've always been living your joy.
It's not like my family are all gathering like we're a little worried about, we're concerned about what you've been doing. Like maybe if I like showed up one day like with like a full head of hair and like just like massive Botox, you guys are like, what's going on?
It's the new
true.
me, guys.
What?
Exactly. What? Nothing's
when somebody
changed.
goes out and goes crazy and buys a car that is, you go, dude, can you afford that? Because I have people in my life, I see them do things, and I'm like, dude, I'm not sure that's a good thing. What's going on? And then there's got to be a midlife crisis because they make a move that's really not the greatest move, like buying a car that's way out of their price range, and they go, I deserve it. And it's like, yeah.
But you'll see someone that like is doing well for themselves, and then all of a sudden they have like a Tesla, or the Corvette's always the go-to. And the first thing people will be like, having a midlife crisis? It's like, well, maybe he's just having fun, or he or she are having fun with their money.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got, see, that's why I look at it like, look, if you've got the funds to go out and get something that you can easily do, yeah, I mean, there you go. It's only if you go, man, I kind of know your situation. What are you doing? This is going to kill you. Yeah, are you sure? And that's why skateboarding, how about that? Skateboarding is like the cheapest thing you can do. Well, I mean, to buy a longboard and go out and do it. I mean, yeah, if you Danny, I'm sure you can spend a lot of money and get a ridiculous amount of skateboards, but I mean, can you get it into it? I mean, reasonably?
I was actually more thinking medical bills when you fall off and you break your knee.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Dude, I remember when I got a skateboard because it was like a promo item. I'm like, maybe I'll start skateboarding. It'll be a fun thing to do. And I got on and I was like, get off this thing. This is scaring me.
Yeah.
Well, they're saying that actually the falling off a skateboard is actually good for you and part of the midlife crisis healing. They're saying it celebrates failure as part of your growth when you fall off.
And it helps you realize how old you really are.
I celebrate failure the moment I wake up every morning.
Why do you say that when you look at me? I really wish you wouldn't look straight at me and make that
Celebrate
statement.
it, buddy.
Yeah,
I don't need a skateboard to celebrate that failure.
But they're saying that, it's kind of funny because they're saying that this will help adults loosen up and enjoy the ride, unlike other sports and forms of exercise. So they're really keying on skateboarding is the thing to do. It's physical activity. It'll teach you to enjoy the ride and loosen up a little bit. It'll teach you how to deal with failure. And it'll also beat the blues and keep you off the substances if you're a Gen Xer. Now, if you're me and a baby boomer, probably won't do a thing, but probably send me to the hospital. So I'm not going to do it. Damn. But you're right, Danny. I mean, there's like 50,000 emergency room visits, they say, from the people who are skateboarding. So there's the other side of it. So, yeah.
Man, I would love to just start skateboarding, get like the helmet, the wrist guards, the knee things, and just show up to work one day. What's up, everybody?
Dude, that would be great.
Why are you guys looking at me so funny?
Please do that. Please do that. That would be fantastic. Please do that. So there you go. You got a midlife crisis. They're saying try skateboarding. Why not? I mean, it may make you happy.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
Now, again, this is for Gen Xers in their 40s and 50s. They're saying take up skateboarding if you want to beat the midlife crisis. So we're like, all right, whatever it is, it's got to be something that you love to do, and that's what we want to find out. Even though somebody would go, man, you are too old to do it, we want to know, what is something that you love to do, or what is something that you plan on doing no matter how old you get? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts after Lit on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A recent study was done that recommends that Gen Xers in their 40s and 50s should take up skateboarding. It'll really help with your midlife crisis, or if you got depression or any kind of substance issues. So we're wondering, based on this, what is something that you love to do, even though some would think you are too old to do it? Or what is something that you plan on doing no matter how old you get? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Text messages came in. Going to Disneyland. No kids, just grown-ups from Rose and Tacoma.
Good call.
Wow.
I feel like that's Danny.
Yeah. I will always go, like, no matter what age but at that point, it's not even about kids it's not about the kids. You just go and you enjoy it.
I already told my wife we're not taking Tatum until she's old enough to ride all the rides.
Boom.
But I want to go to Disneyland and Disney World without her. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll come back and tell her how awesome it was. And one day you'll grow up and you'll be big enough to do it with Pops.
Oh, yeah. You know what? She's already shutting the door on you. Are you sure you're going to have these tough conversations?
Right? That's why you're able
just
to have
bitter?
Yeah. Remember that time you closed the door and Dad said, no, Daddy play? Well, Daddy's going to play in Disneyland without you.
Wow. Wow. No Tatum play as you're on the plane. Oh, man. That's harsh. Wow.
I'll send you pictures.
Wow. That is some harshness right there.
All right, fine.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
I'll
you know
take
what?
her.
This is a great relationship, Boomer.
Fast forward to next year, you'll just see me on the It's a Small World ride looking miserable because I did not get my way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just we'll go ride the teacup again there, Tatum. That's all we can go on.
Oh, that'll be the thing. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. I'm wondering about the Rev, because you are there. You are getting close to the, you're that Gen Xer they're talking about.
I know, and I think the one thing that I'll never really ever stop doing is playing video games. Even if it's down to going down with the mobile phones and stuff like that, but just getting the new Xbox and playing over the break was just one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to give this up.
Nice.
You are so lucky that you were young enough to be able to figure out the new controllers, because I was 41 years old when the first Xbox came out, and I couldn't do it. And that ended my video. I love video games. I mean, I play PC games, video games. I love them. But boy, at 40 years old, when they introduced a new controller like that, I couldn't do it.
Well,
my brain couldn't figure it out.
There's a little, with the buttons, I'm really good and adept with the buttons. But at that point now, it's like I have to kind of make sure and take a break after a while, because I played so much Halo this break that I gave myself hand cramps.
Oh.
And I feel it was because it was the new controller.
Was it Halo?
Yeah,
It was Halo. It was Halo, you guys.
Quote unquote.
Perverts.
Hold on.
To
Did you fall out of your leave?
I had to plug something in.
He's like he fell out of his chair or something.
I thought he fell.
I was like, oh boy, what do we do? You're not here.
We need the life alert.
I was hoping that I could get back up. I had to plug something in because all of a sudden I lost you guys on my screen because the battery was dying. And I thought, I think I can get down there and plug it in by the time Rev's done talking.
Can't get up.
Dude,
but
so
Rev
funny.
stopped, and then you guys were like, what are we going to do?
Because I was checking the text line while you guys were chatting, and I look over and there's no beat. And I'm like, where did you just collapse? I know you're battling COVID. I got scared for a second, man.
That is at home. I didn't even think about what it would look like if all of a sudden it wasn't on the screen anymore. Yeah, that would be scary. You're absolutely right. I am battling COVID, and all of a sudden to just not see me on the screen, you could have easily thought, did he just pass out?
Yes. And I was
sorry
like, well,
sorry about that.
Where's Sarah? Can she get in the room quick enough?
Yeah, I just knocked the plug out, and it shut out. It shut you guys. But we're back. We're good. I really thought I could get it done before Rev. But
you're back.
Rev, you should have kept talking. There you go. So yeah, we're talking about midlife crisis and what you do. Basically, like even though you're the age you are never going to stop doing it. Or are you doing something that people go, dude, you are too old to do this? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So it says, I'm currently 30 years old, still try and go out and ski at least once a week. My 5-year-old skis with me as well. The ultimate goal in life is to ski late into my life. There's nothing else that gives me the freedom or peace of mind than being up on the mountain and shredding some pow.
I got a buddy of mine, John. I got a buddy of mine, John, who's like massively, massively healthy. He rides his bike everywhere, like every mountain you can think of, skis everywhere. And I keep thinking the guy is a lot younger than he is. I always thought he was like in his early 30s, and the guy's in his 40s. And the pictures he takes when I don't know who took a picture of him, but he's up on this giant mountain with this amazing view with powder everywhere. And I'm so envious because I can't ski without hurting myself. I can't even get off the lift without breaking every bone in my body. And I have such envy because I know I can only imagine that feeling of being up there in that beauty with the cold and then the rush of going down. I mean,
Is that why you walk around with those walking sticks? So it's like kind of like you're pretend skiing?
You know what?
In a safe environment?
Yeah. Dude, you say that as a joke, but in a way, it's my way of feeling like I'm really like doing that. Yeah.
When you walk, you go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I'm not going to say that either yay or nay to that.
Whoosh, whoosh. So you should get next birthday or Christmas, get him ski goggles for when he walks around.
Well, I got news for you, man. I am ready for the next snow because I saw a great walking path that I could take that I have my yak tracks. You know those things you put on your shoes?
Yes.
You can walk on ice. That and my my little poles, I'm ready. And they even have a ski option. They have a snow option on these hiking poles that I got. And I'm going to go out and do it, and I'm going to feel like I'm a cross-country skier, even though I'm not going to have skis.
Yeah, what is the snow option?
What is the hiking option?
Well, the snow option, they're attached. They have like mud. They have like little mud ring guards, and they have snow guards so that your pole doesn't go in the mud, or it won't go in. It won't sink down in the snow, so you won't lose the pole. Danny, you're laughing. Just because you don't know the world of hiking, this is what people. These poles, they're all season poles.
I didn't say anything. I'm so ignorant.
I see your face.
You're hiking.
And you're laughing. We got a Christmas card from our relative, from our friends. And guess who? They showed a picture of their daughter who had hiking poles out of the wilderness. And I was like, "See, I showed
great grandma."
No, this was a girl in probably her 30s who's out there probably hiking all the time and knows that poles are the way to go to keep your body healthy.
Are you sure she was doing that, or was she just picking up trash on the streets?
Oh, look at that! It's a twofer right there. You can use it for that too.
People, you know what? I share my life, and this is what.
So
happens.
do you have to like bring those attachments like on a case or like?
They're in a bag. Yeah, you got them in a bag, and I keep them in the trunk of my car, and
just in case.
Yeah, right now I got the mud flaps on because the mud rings because it's muddy. No matter where you go around here, it's going to be muddy.
Don't Urban Dictionary the mud ring.
No, please don't.
Yeah, so I got look at Danny laughing. Danny, people use these. These are things. It's not just old people stuff. These are hiking poles used by many, many young people who hike.
That's fine. You said mud flaps, and it just made me chuckle.
Okay, whatever.
That would be great if you had like
mud guards.
Like the little girl on there.
Like with his trucker hat on as he's going on a hike.
You know what? I'm going to go back under the table.
No.
You know what?
Maybe you should have your hiking pole with you so you don't fall next time.
Yeah. I was perfectly in control of myself, and I'm done talking to you people.
Are they called Plinko poles? I just looked online.
No, we mean Plinko poles. What?
Oh, is that a brand?
I don't know.
I got excited. I was like,
I got Trail Buddy. I Trail Buddy. Look them up. That's the brand of pole I have. Trail Buddy.
Yeah, they got like all these different types of snow baskets and.
Yes, they're attachments. That's what you do. You put it on you screw them on the bottom of the pole so that it doesn't sink in mud and so that they don't sink in snow.
Is there a bell?
You understand that when you wear snowshoes, it's because you don't want to, that way you don't sink down. That's why you have the snowshoes, and it's the same concept for these poles, so that they don't sink down.
Is there like a horn or a bell that we can get for you?
Like
an attachment? No. Well, he's on the trail. He can honk at people.
That's a good idea.
You know what? There is a pole I can get to shove somewhere, Danny. I'll see if I can get it. How about that? They make a special pole for people just like you.
Do they have a quicksand attachment?
Quicksand. Because that's
it's called Steve, and you step on him. That's what you do. Okay? Yeah. There you go. It's lovely talking to you. Hey, remember that woman that was making hundreds of thousands of dollars selling her farts? Well, sad news. She just had to call it quits. And I'll tell you why at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, and one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, the total cost, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
New on Curiosity Stream, the Arctic, frigid, desolate, unforgiving. And without canine companions, early humans never stood a chance. Discover how man and dog learned to thrive together where neither could survive alone in Ice Dogs. Plus,
why would a Nazi major be protecting and saving Jews?
Against orders, against time, the SS major that sheltered and saved thousands of Jews. It's the Good Nazi. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.